Hey, my pretties, what's up? It's Lion Queen here. Welcome to episode 320 of Shadows and Pretties, and today we're going to be reviewing the Resident Evil second movie called Resident Evil Apocalypse. This is a direct sequel to Resident Evil, the first one, and this movie came out in 2004, so this movie's like 20 years old this year, which is surprising, but it still is a pretty good movie. And it's like a really good second film because, it's got, the original actors that came back to play, the from the first one. Got some new people playing characters there's in this game, which is awesome. But I personally really thought this was a really good sequel. I mean, there's other Resident Evil sequels, but this is definitely a pretty good one. So I'm gonna go on with the plot on what the second movie is about, in case for anybody who has not seen it, can, understand what the movie's about, or even get a refresher in case if you happen to, not see the movie in so long. So basically, the former security operative Alice and environmental activist Matt Addison fought to escape the underground generic research facility called the Hive in the previous film. The source of the zombie outbreak. The pair were in an attempt to expose illegal experiments being performed there in a pharmaceutical company called Umbrella Corporation. The film ended as Alice and Addison were being taken into custody by Umbrella and separated. So later on, a team sent by Umbrella to investigate the Hive are overrun by zombies who quickly spread to a nearby Raccoon City. Umbrella reacts by quarantining the city and evacuating vital personnel from it. Angela Ashford, the daughter of the Umbrella researcher Dr. Charles Ashford, goes missing after his security guard is involved in a collusion during the evacuation. Meanwhile, disgraced Raccoon City Police Department Special Tactics and Rescue Squad, or STARS, operative Jill Valentine returns for her former Pernict to encourage her few fellow officers to evacuate. Alice awakens and deserted the hospital and wanders into the city in search of supplies, while Umbrella uses the only bridge out of the area to evacuate the civilians. At the bridge, Valentine meets with her former partner, Sergeant Peyton Wells. A civilian turns into a zombie, biting and infecting Wells. In response to the virus reaching the bridge, Major Timothy Chan, a leader of the Umbrella forces in Raccoon City, steals the exit and forces the residents to return to the city. So after being abandoned by their employer following a failed attempt to rescue a civilian, Umbrella soldiers Carlos Oliveira and Nikolai Genovaf team up with the surviving STARS operatives to repel the zombie attacks. Their position is overrun and Oliveira is bitten and infected. At a separate location, Valentine Wells and the news reporter Terry Morales are about to be overrun, although saved by Alice. Umbrella deploys a heavy mutated experimental super soldier called the Nemesis, who is killing the remaining STARS members before searching for Alice. Dr. Ashford hacks into the city's CCTV system and uses it to contact Alice and the other survivors, offering to arrange their evacuation from the city in exchange for rescuing his daughter. He makes the identical offer to Oliveria and Jonath, explain that Umbrella tends to rid of Raccoon City of the zombie infection by destroying it with a nuclear warhead. So on their way to Angela's location, Alice and the others are ambushed by Nemesis. Valentine kills Wells, but after he turns into a zombie, and Alice engages Nemesis, but is wounded and forces to retreat. Luring the Nemesis away from the rest of the group, Valentine and Morales continue, picking up the stranded civilian. LJ en route, Valentine meets Olivia, and they have find to rescue Angela, although Morales and Jonef are both killed, and Angela reveals that the zombie outbreak is the result of the T virus, created by her father as a threat to a terminal genetic condition that she has, and must take the antivirus serum to prevent from turning into a zombie. Alice uses some kind of the antivirus to kill Olivia, and Dr. Ashford gives Alice the location of the extraction point, where a helicopter awaits. The group makes it back to the rendezvous point, but are ambushed by Umbrella forces, and Major Can kills Dr. Ashford and forces Alice, whom he reveals given the superhuman strength by the T virus, to fight Nemesis. Alice gains the upper hand of the super soldier, although ceases in the fight after realizing that he is Matt Addison, mutated by Umbrella's experiments. Nemesis then turns on Major Chan, attacks the Umbrella troops, but is killed while protecting Alice. The rest of the survivors seize the helicopter and eject Mayor Chan from it, and he's killed by zombies, including a zombified Dr. Ashford. As the survivors escape, a nuclear warhead detonates over the city. As a result of the blast waves, which causes the helicopter to crash, Alice sacrifices herself to save Angela and is impaled on a metal pole. TV footage attributes to the blast of the meltdown of the city's nuclear power plant, covering up the Umbrella's involvement. Alice wakes up in an Umbrella research facility and escapes with the help of Olivia, Valentine, LJ, and Angela, also displaying in Psychonic's abilities telekinetically by killing a security guard. As they're escaping, Dr. Alexander's top-ranking Umbrella employee reveals that Alice's escape is part of the Umbrella's plan for her, and thus how the movie ends. This was a pretty good movie. I mean, I personally really thought it was a really good one. This, surprisingly enough, the filming of this movie was shot in Ontario, but it was shot in Toronto in Canada. And its surrounding suburbs stood in Raccoon City, which is pretty neat because I never expected this film to be shot in Ontario, the province I'm from. But that is just awesome that this movie is shot in Ontario and Toronto, which is definitely pretty awesome because I thought it was really neat. I mean, that's a fact that I did not even know about until now, but you know, I overall think, the sequel did pretty good like the first movie. Even though the first movie was good, I think the second movie did as really great job just like the other one. And I personally have to say it was definitely one of those movies with great sequels. I mean, there's other movies with great sequels. This is definitely one of them. And I mean, if you're a Resident Evil fan like myself, you really have to see this. Like, you really have to see it. It's definitely really awesome. You will not be disappointed by any means. I mean, once you see this movie, you won't be disappointed. And I do plan to review the other Resident Evil movies, but I mean, if you've watched the first Resident Evil movie and liked it, you'll definitely will really like this one. So, anyway, I guess with that being the case and with that being said, I'm just gonna sit here and start wrapping up this review. But like I'm always going to say, this is just simply my own personal opinion, and if you happen to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions for regards to these movies, and this is just simply my own personal thoughts. Also, I would like to say if I'm missing something I did not talk about in this review, please let me know what it is in the comments below, because I'm pretty sure I covered everything, because the plot line of this episode was just as good as the first one. The characters are good. The action and everything was just flat out amazing. I mean, there was some gory parts of the movie from what I do remember, but I haven't watched the film in like a long time, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this movie again in the future. It's just a really good film from what I could remember personally. So, what did I honestly think? Well, it's a good movie. I mean, especially for Resident Evil fans, you definitely really would enjoy this movie if you haven't. So, and as always, I'm going to sit here and say right now that this is just simply my own personal opinion. And if you happen to disagree with me, that's perfectly fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these movies. This is just simply my own personal thoughts. I personally really enjoyed it. I know I said it before, but yeah, like I said, if there's something I'm missing I did not talk about, please let me know what it is in the comments below. But with that being said, what did you guys personally think of this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what we have done personally helped make the movie a lot better. Feel free to let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you're interested in following my DeviantArt account, link to my DeviantArt will be in the About page section, so you guys can go and check that out. Also, if you're interested in following my Twitter account, link to my Twitter account will be in the About page section as well, so you guys can go check that out. Also, if you're interested in subscribing to my backup channel known as Mr. Chigo, link to that will also be in the About page section, so you guys can go check it out if you haven't. So that's pretty much all I have to say, but yeah, what did you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about this movie in the comments below. As always, I'm Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out.